It seems that eyewitnesses will be the biggest asset to figuring out exactly what's happening. Katie seems to be, the young lady, Katie McCormack, seems to be a very important witness to be able to say, hey, where did you last see Nolan go towards last? Like, did you see him get on the boat with his friends? Like, how do you feel about her? Any issue with her not being publicly open? We haven't heard from outside her sister's post. Any concerns with that?
Yeah, she remains a person of interest to me personally. She's very key. She's going to be a star witness because how certain is she that he was going to get on a boat with his friends that he came with? Did anyone else hear him say that? What time did he tell her that? Did she see him physically go towards the boat like he was going to get on? Who did she ride back with? Yeah, she's going to be very key. But what leads me to believe that she's probably more likely telling the truth than others is that she didn't lawyer up. She's been willing to speak through her sister from the beginning without any one saying that she lawyered up. So if she had something to hide, it seems that she would have lawyered up or not been even allowing her sister to speak. I'm still confused as to why her sister is speaking versus her, but
yeah,
at least someone is getting her side out there.
I think we want to see her on camera and release at least that portion of what maybe has happened.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I believe there's some allegations that her father may have been out there on a boat.
I've heard that as well.
And did she ride back with her father? Was her father left out there? I would want to know the exact nature of her relationship with Nolan. Had they just met for the very first time? Did they have any prior history? Had they been fooling around secretly, or was this their first time ever coming into contact with each other? And how did their family feel about it? Either initial thing or something that had been long standing.
Yeah. Have you heard of other cases, familiar cases like this?
Like the Nolan Wells case? The closest thing I've come to learn is of a case here in Georgia where a black woman went to spend the night with some white women. They had a
That's right.
adult pajama party, and I understand that all the white women survived, and the black woman was found dead the next morning, and no one really knows exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So that's the closest thing I've come to find to the Nolan Wells thing, where you had a group of people of various races. Well, there was one black woman and I guess 4 or 5 white women, and no one really knows how she ended up dead the next morning. In this instance, you had several white individuals on an island, and it's not hard to figure out who was there because every person there got there by boat.
Yeah.
And the captain would have to have a list of everyone on the boat, on his or her boat that got out there. So you we'll be able to figure out, or the family should be able to figure out, law enforcement should be able to figure out who all was on the island, and they should be able to question each one of them under oath, either via subpoena. They can voluntarily come in, they can be subpoenaed, or taken down to the station. But they should be able to question all of those individuals, and based on their based on their answers and their mannerisms, they should be able to tell who's telling the truth. I know lie detector tests are not admissible in court, but certain people may be willing to take lie detector tests and help us figure out who's telling the truth or not.
Now, one of the things, and this is kind of as we go towards the end of the conversation, it's been great, insightful. Now, one of the things that keep coming up is that there were so many people out there. There were so many people out there. Somebody had to have seen something. It didn't remind me of, but there's a story I came across. This is way back in the day. Story of Lamar Smith. He was a gentleman that was helping African Americans. He was black himself, helping African Americans with absentee ballots back in the day. And he ended up being killed in front of the courthouse while he was doing this help. And it also would turn out that there was at least 30 witnesses, including a sheriff. Would you be surprised if people saw Nolan or something happened to him and they're just not speaking? Like a large amount of people?
I wouldn't be surprised if I knew exactly the reasons they may not be speaking. Back in I guess you're talking about something that maybe happened in the 50s or 60s, when the person was killed right there on the courthouse steps, I believe in broad daylight.
Yeah.
And it was witnessed by several people, and everyone knew who did. Everyone that witnessed it knew exactly who killed him, but no one was ever brought to justice. In Mississippi, the only thing as bad as being the N-word is being a N lover. And so...
is that in present day?
it is coming. It's coming back. When I was growing up there, it was not so much, but I believe now in the current climate, it's becoming more prevalent that you do not want to be the N word or considered the N lover, and it could potentially have some ramifications. You're going to be socially ostracized, and depending on who, if this was foul play, depending on who may have killed or caused or contributed to Nolan's death, people could be concerned about their own safety, and if they say something, they may think that they may be killed themselves.